So I'm pretty sure by now everybody has seen this going on, right? As a paralegal from Las Vegas, I totally had to do a deep dive on this one. So I did some research, I looked up the case, and I found out that Mr. Redden had a plea agreement on file. For those who don't know, a plea agreement is basically an agreement between the defendant, their attorney, and the prosecutor, basically to say, okay, look, I'll plead guilty to these crimes for a lesser sentence or to a lesser crime, and generally it'll be a lighter sentence involved at the end. But of course, it's all at the discretion of the judge. So my dude was charged with attempted battery with substantial bodily harm, which in this case is a category D felony or gross misdemeanor. So in Nevada, a category D felony, the sentence is 1 to 4 years. To forego that jail sentence, he entered a plea agreement which would say he would do at least a year or 40% of that year or probation. So that's what he was expecting when he went into court. As we all know, that is not what he got. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm so sorry. This picture is just so funny to me. Now, don't get me wrong. My dude does have a criminal history. However, in court, he established that he has a mental health history as well. And I dug deep in the records and I found that he has had a hearing with the previous judge in this matter that found that he does have mental health issues, and he was remanded into custody at a mental health facility. Now, I watched the hearing, okay? And when he got to court, the judge gave him a few moments to kind of explain himself and to kind of, address what happened. And he spoke a bit about his mental health history and things like that, and how he's been working on himself and he's trying to get the support that he needs and all that good stuff. His attorney also elaborated on a few of those things as well. However, the judge, in her discretion, was like, you know what? Nope, I don't care what your previous thing is or what happened in these previous courts. You're going to get some jail time today, buddy. And as we have seen, he did not like that very much. In my opinion, this kind of shows the mental health digression, because I watched him stand there and tell the judge, hey, judge, your honor, I've gone through this, and my mental health is that, and I've done this, and I'm trying to do that. Like he had a very sound reasoning in describing to the judge his mental health condition and his history. But at the drop of a hat, he lost it. So after the attack, he was taken into custody, but they scheduled a new hearing for January the 8th. And that's because he still has to be sentenced on the previous crime because the attack interrupted sentence. And in addition to that, he has to face charges on this new incident. The part that took me back on this one, now this is a bench warrant, okay? I have never seen it worded like this. Not saying that it doesn't happen. I've personally never seen it, okay? The very bottom is saying that you have to go pick this person up by any and all means necessary. Make sure that this person is in my courtroom by any means necessary. And the kicker is that the same judge is going to be hearing this case on the 8th. I would have thought she would have stepped down or somebody else would have stepped in and take over for her because of what happened. But she was like, nah, I'm going to finish this. So Buddy is in trouble, and I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in court looking like Hannibal Lecter. And don't get it twisted, it's going to be on TV and or internet, because the media is already putting their bid in so that they can show up in court. I mean, this sentencing hearing turned into worldwide news. So now, okay, I got one more thing that I want to bring up, because this part I thought was a little interesting. So this is the part that kind of tripped me out a little bit, because it's saying that attempted battery with substantial bodily harm. However, when you look at the actual language that's used to describe the attempted assault, it says to threaten to bust the knees of said and that person's name. So it sounds like he's saying he threatened to bust his knees. He didn't say that he actually did bust his knees. So I don't get why it says attempted. That sounds more like a criminal or terroristic threat, as opposed to assault. But I don't know. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a paralegal. I just write the documents. So I don't know. But I've never seen nothing like that before. So what do you think, TikTok? That's me doing a deep dive on just some of the information that I found. And I just had to share it. I had to share it. So you guys let me know what you think.